December 4th, 2024, the Crystalline Homestead. It got down to 34 on the property this morning, but local surrounding areas were down to 30. And a lot of my cold sensitive plants are still going strong. Here we have some sweet potato. Some areas got hit here. Seminole pumpkin there. Although the leaves are dead, the plant will come back from the roots. Down here you can see a rogue Seminole that is still doing fine. These are surprisingly cold tolerant. Here you can see a small patch of sweet potato that got hit. And I get asked often, what do you do? Why is your property so warm? And this is why. Scattered throughout our roughly 1.5 acres, we have about 8 ponds ranging from 200 to 1,200 gallons with flowing water. So primarily that provides a lot of heat release throughout the night and creates a bit of a microclimate. Additionally, we have a lot of forest complexity. You see our bananas are still doing great. But if you look throughout the homestead, you'll see that there are layers within layers within layers. It's a giant pear tree. And this complexity, these layers in combination with all the water bodies, usually elevates our temperature 3 to 4 degrees warmer than the surrounding area. And here we have some lima beans. This is one of the coldest regions in the homestead. You can see that the sweet potato totally bit it. Pineapple guava is pretty cold tolerant. So we did get hit in some colder areas, but the majority of the homestead, literally if you walk 20 feet away, you'll see the sweet potatoes are still doing absolutely fabulous. So it's kind of a mixed bag. Chris. Even the cassava, aside from, a few little spots where it got hit, the vast majority of our cassava is still doing fine. Mexican verbena, somewhat cold tolerant, so it's still doing fine. Even my moringas are still fine. And in fact, I've been just kind of observing because this sucker has flowers. So many things on the homestead are flowering off season. And even over here, I don't know if you can see that, but I have a pigeon pea, a massive pigeon pea, and it still has flowers. It's actually producing peas. I'm just shocked. And over here you can see this chaos of sweet potatoes is still doing totally fine. Also, my katuk. I have a few katuk bushes around the property. This one is a friend of our magnolia, and they're all doing fine too. So if you want to improve your micro habitats, your microclimate, and increase your low winter temperatures, increase your complexity, increase the layers and the complexity of your property, and distribute water bodies as much as you can throughout your property. We have some really cold sensitive species in the greenhouse. I grow coffee, vanilla beans, and also some off-season plants like tomatoes. We're still producing tomatoes as well in the greenhouse. I have a hydroponics tower in there that helps to keep the temperature going up. And I keep several buckets of water in there, as well as some just structure. So a couple of raised beds, tables, anything that can provide structure and be a heat sink, including putting plants around the greenhouse as well, will provide a little more protection. So get creative, but fundamentally, you want to increase your complexity, your layers, and you want to put water bodies, however you can, distributed around your property. And you can get away with this just like me.